Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Jody's Journeys is going to the Noah's Ark and Creation Museum in Petersburg, Kentucky, May 27th through the 30th. Join Jody Greiner with Jody's Journeys and create memories for a lifetime with this incredible experience. Seats are extremely limited. Call Jody now to reserve your seat. Experience Bible history at the life-size Noah's Ark. Contact Jody at 641-660-6417. Email her or go to Jody's Journeys on Facebook for more information. The Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the 2025 Spring Nationals this Friday and Saturday at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. Admission is free for anyone to come and watch. The Expo Kitchen is open all day, both days for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Start time is at 8 a.m. both days. As always, coolers are welcome at the Keokuk County Expo. Tractors are coming in from all over the country for this pull. The tractor pull is all indoors at the livestock barn. The show will go on, rain or shine. Once again, the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the 2025 Spring Nationals this Friday and Saturday at the Expo. Alrighty, we are live from Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase. How are we all doing on this Friday? Yeah, a lively bunch here in downtown Sigourney on an absolutely beautiful day here in southeast Iowa. Again, we are at Barn Wired every Friday for the Iowa Music Showcase. We've got Mr. Jesse Wilson hanging out with us today. We're going to get to Jesse momentarily, but first, as we always do, let's bring in Amanda Snakenberg from Barn Wired. Put your hands together for Amanda. Make her feel the love. Amanda, what's up here at Barn Wired? It smells so good in here.
It does. They were making bacon in the kitchen. It smells like bacon. Today our lunch special is tuna noodle casserole with garlic bread. And then our soup is white chicken chili. And our sandwich of the week is the chef salad wrap. It's very good, actually. I had it yesterday. It's good. It's good. We have... we went through and announced, we're open Sundays now and Thursday nights, and I need to say thank you for the community's support on that because we've actually been kind of blown away by it. Last night was a fantastic night for Thursday night, and Sundays have been going amazing, and a huge shout out to my staff for being able to keep up with it whenever it's packed in here. So it's been great, and I appreciate it. Yeah. I couldn't do it without them, and I couldn't do it without my customers either, so I appreciate everybody. So, what I got?
Now, rumor has it that there's breakfast all day on Sundays. Is that true?
Yes, there is breakfast all day. We serve breakfast all day Saturday and Sunday. So 8 to 2, all day you can get breakfast, and then our lunch menu starts at 11.
Both of your cooks are out here staring at you right now. They're giving you the stare down.
Jim is really giving me the evil eye. Jim loves making breakfast all day.
I think we should have breakfast all day on Fridays, too. What? I like breakfast.
I do, too. I can eat breakfast all day long. It would not bother me one bit.
Well, we appreciate the staff and everybody here at Barn Wired. They always make us feel the love. Thank you, Amanda. And that is Amanda Snakenberg from Barn Wired here in Sigourney. Again, it's our Iowa Music Showcase. And with us is Jesse Wilson. Jesse, how you doing today?
Doing well, Steve. How you doing?
Doing all right. Pull that microphone up to you just a little bit. Make sure you're talking into that so everybody can hear you. Jesse Wilson, now we chatted on the phone earlier. That's the beauty of our new studio, which is upstairs here from Barn Wired. We've got a phone line at our access and at our leisure, so we can have phone conversations. We talked a little bit, it was probably about 8 o'clock this morning.
Yep, sounds about right.
And you were making the drive to Sigourney because you had a long drive ahead of you. Where do you come from?
Coming from Fort Dodge today. So, yeah, we're at about 3 hours, I think, down here.
Yeah, you are dedicated to the cause and to coming to the show.
It's for Steve Shetler Media. I wouldn't miss it.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. You and I go back a few years. We were talking this morning on the phone how we used to, we did an interview or two during my radio time.
Yep.
And we brought it up this morning. The funny memory is the very first time you came to be on the radio with me. The interview started at 11:30, but you were in the parking lot at right about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
We kind of had a mix-up on what time you needed to be there.
I didn't want to mess it up.
You
either.
were a little nervous for it. Was that like your first ever radio or
I think so. And,
media
it was
interview?
Steve Shetler once again. So there you go.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
So it's been a few years. You've got probably some more media experience under your belt since then. Of course, you were here about probably a year ago.
Yep, about a year ago we were here.
And so what's been up? What's going on here in the last year with you and your music and your career?
Just trying to steady release and write new music for the fans and for me, get it out there and just keep grinding, doing shows, making fans, making new connections. That's what it's all about. So.
And I see up in the Fort Dodge area, of course, and we've talked about this before. There's several Iowa country artists from up around that
Absolutely.
area. You want to name drop some of the folks from up there?
Yeah, I mean, Scott Kirkhart, Jared Benson, we got so many talented people. Corey Waller and the Wicked Things. I mean, I'm forgetting people. Clint Riedel, I could do it all day,
We need to get Clint Black on the show. Clint
Yep.
Riedel was a hilarious guest.
He's a good time. He's a
character. We just had Corey Waller and the Wicked Things not
Okay.
too terribly long ago, and we need to get Scott back in.
Yep.
He was here last spring, and Jared Benson is somebody that I need to get on the show. He needs to make his debut.
He does. We actually wrote a song last night. If I had it cleared with him, I might have played it today, but it's very, very fresh, but we're happy where it went. So.
All right. So, Jared, if you're watching this show, if I don't reach out to you, you reach out to me. We're going to make this happen.
There you go.
Again, Jesse Wilson hanging out. Now, are you a full-time musician, or do you have like a day job that you have to
At the
grind
moment, at the moment, I just got laid off a few weeks ago. They're kind of scared. I mean, I was really bummed out about it, let me tell you. But so I'm doing full-time music right now. I'm job seeking just to supplement some things, but I'm going to try and make it work. We're going to do a big push and see if we can make it work. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, you've got several songs out there. I was telling you, I had your music playing earlier today, kind of getting, refreshing my mind and listening to your stuff again. How would you describe your music? I know I heard a bunch of different things today in your music.
How would I describe mine? Like what genre? Or
How would you describe?
I do some, straight up original country, some newish country. I got a song called Mid Wild West. The kids might call it hick hop, I think is what they're calling that nowadays. So, I mean, I do a little bit of everything.
A little bit of rap,
Yep.
a little bit of rock, a little bit of country,
yes, sir.
a little bit of this, a little bit. So that's a cool mix.
Yeah.
Of course, I was telling you, I like all kinds of different music, and we were chatting before. We went up and I showed you the new studio up above Barnwired here, and we were talking about how when I was a kid, I wore out my Beastie Boys cassette back in the day. I wore out my Beastie Boys T-shirt that I had back in the day.
I think we all did, yeah, absolutely.
Beastie Boys, Run DMC, all that good stuff back in the 80s. So a little bit of rap doesn't hurt my feelings.
Doesn't bother me either. So, yeah.
Well, again, we're hanging out with Jesse Wilson, and Jesse, you got your guitar in hand. Let's go ahead and jump into our first song of the day. And what do you want to do for us?
I'm going to do a song that I wrote with Mr. Brad Morgan and Mr. Scott Kirkhart. It's called Do You Know What You're Missing? Maybe about missed opportunity, young love, stuff like that. So,
a couple of great Iowa artists, Brad Morgan, Scott Kirkhart, and Jesse Wilson is going to perform for us. Let's do it here on the Iowa Music Showcase.
you left town right after graduation. Never looked back, no hesitation. Put this little map downtown in your rear view. You had places to go, trying to get real far. I stayed here with this old guitar while you were out there looking for what I couldn't give you. I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think of coming back sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a given. Do you know what you're missing? Do you know what you're missing? We could be cruising around those back road nights, crossing that creek by the pale moonlight. Nowhere to be, and it doesn't matter when we get there. We could be cheering on those Friday night lights, parking lot party, staying up all night, careless and free with the wind in our hair. No place we'd rather be. I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think of coming home sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a given. You know what you're missing. Do you know what you're missing? Yeah. This is me asking you, what the hell I gotta do to get you to come back home? Hope it'll be real soon. I don't wanna say goodbye, need to move on with my life. Are you missing me like I'm missing you? I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think you're coming home sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a given. You know what you're missing. You know what you're missing. Yeah.
Jesse Wilson on our Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're broadcasting live from Barnwired in downtown Sigourney. A great place to get in here for some lunch today and some drinks and have a good time watching the Iowa Music Showcase. We're here every Friday from 11:30 to noon with our live show. Of course, we're broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube. We also put this show up. If you need it in audio form, listen to it in your car. We put up the podcast after the fact as well. Let's take about a minute and a half break for you on Facebook and YouTube. We'll take that short break and be back with more with Jesse Wilson right after this.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Hey, we are back here live on the Iowa Music Showcase on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. And we're hanging out with Jesse Wilson at Barnwired in Sigourney, where they have the doors open. The breeze is coming through. It's such a nice day. So get in here to Barnwired. So Jesse Wilson. Jesse, you just celebrated, what, your 29th birthday the other day?
No, something like that. I wish. After 40, it was all downhill. It's just depressing every year. So I'm 45 this year, believe it or not. So 45.
I wouldn't guess you a day over 39.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'll take it.
So, belated happy birthday to you.
Thank
happy
you very
birthday
much.
to you. Jesse Wilson with his birthday. And how did your birthday go?
was good.
Were you showered with gifts and
It was more
birthday
about
cake?
friends and, just hanging and having a good time. So.
Are you a birthday cake guy? Do you have to have a birthday cake?
I don't have to, but if I love some champagne, wedding cake, birthday cake.
right.
Give me that frosting. Oh,
Awesome.
good stuff.
What's the ice cream that goes with it, or do you do ice cream?
I like vanilla with the cake. It's
All right.
Yeah, I don't get too fancy on
All
it.
right,
Yep.
so there you go. Jesse Wilson, our Iowa Music Showcase. So music-wise, you've got plenty of songs out there online, Spotify, Apple, all those places. Do you have any new stuff in the works?
Yeah, I got one with my buddy Mr. Lee Klett that we've been sitting on for
Oh.
like 3 years. It seems like.
Who just happens to be in attendance today?
What's up, Lee? How you guys doing? Yeah. So that one we're in the talks about doing something with that. I just wrote one with Jared, and I got a couple that I've been sitting on. One called Hammer Down. I like to put out too. So.
Hammer Down.
Yeah.
That sounds like
There you go.
Is it a rockin' tune?
It is. It's about wild-eyed. I wrote about my buddy T-Bone. So he's a wild-eyed country boy, doing tough trucks and just being crazy. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I like the sounds of that.
Yeah.
So now, have you been in the studio lately, or you have your own home studio, right?
I do. I just finished putting in a vocal booth, and it's pretty legit. And I'm just trying to get workflow going on the software where I'm fluent with it, and then we're going to open the doors and do my own stuff too. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Technology.
Right.
It can be a beast at times.
Absolutely.
I did radio for 30 years, got into this stuff, and basically have kind of been learning as
Sure.
I've gone along.
You're doing
So
a fine
and
job.
occasionally we still have snafus. Like our camera freezes up for no reason.
I blame Neil.
Yeah, I know it is Neil's fault. Neil comes in at night and tinkers with things. No, Neil's running stuff today, so we appreciate
You're doing
him
good.
always helping out. So what else we got going? What do you got coming up this spring and summer? You got any big gigs coming up that you want to shoot out there?
Let's see. We got some. We're doing the street dance circuit this year. It seems like last year we did a lot of county fairs, Mitchell County Fair, Guthrie, one at Webster too. But we're doing a lot of town celebrations this year. Sway City. Let's see.
Did you do the crater thing or whatever that one? What's that called up there?
They usually have a big, the big X. Crash My Crater.
Yeah.
Actually, I was up there with Kirk Hart. We opened up for Royal Lynn and Warren Ziders last year. So
Okay.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Nice.
I forgot about that. Yeah, shout out Kirk Hart if you're watching.
Well, I saw Scott Kirkhart subscribe to my YouTube page.
There
just
you go.
Moments ago. So Scott, again, we need to book you coming up this spring and summer sometime.
Yeah,
maybe you guys could come down together. Bring Jared Benson with you.
There you
we just
go,
have
with
a
carpool.
Fort Dodge jam here in Sigourney.
That's a
I
thing.
mean, why not travel 3 hours just to come and hang out and play some tunes?
Well, you bought us lunch. What the heck, So
We could maybe do an extended Fort Dodge show.
there you go.
If we get a bunch of you to come down here from that area.
That'd be cool.
So let's might as well go into song number 2 for today.
All right.
What do we got up next?
Well, I'm gonna play. What's the name of it? She's My Girl. I wrote this with Lee Klett. He came over to my studio when I lived on Central Avenue in Fort Dodge. He'd been sitting on this beginning of a song for a while, and it just started clicking with us, and we pretty much had a song knocked out in a half hour. But then we just sat on it for 3 years. But we're talking about doing something with it.
Was this the one where you were asking him to come up and sing a little bit?
Yeah, maybe so. You want to sing a little bit?
We'll bring Lee up.
Lee Klett, everybody. He's wearing the
Lee can
Jesse
join us.
Wilson
I'll give up
shirt.
the microphone, and Lee can sing back up for you. And if there's any other stories behind the stuff.
Well, was that the first time we actually officially met?
It might have been
Yeah.
close to that.
So yeah, we literally just got together, and I'd been sitting on a song for 4 years, and I had the first verse, and I have no idea where the hell I want to go with it, and we started doing some recording, and about 15 minutes later, we had a complete song, and all I needed was a little bit of Jesse Wilson.
Hey, it goes like that sometimes, right? She's my girl, y'all. One more time. She was out of my league and didn't stand a chance, so I chickened out. She asked me to dance. As the night went on, the band played all kind of love songs in her arms. It felt so right. Then I closed my eyes and I held her close. Hadn't felt this feeling since God only knows. Dancing all night felt so far away. Maybe tonight I can make her my girl. I can make her my girl. Fast forward to the second date. I was nervous she was running late, but I didn't mind. She was worth the wait. Suntan legs, sugar sweet lips, Daisy Dukes riding up on those hips. She smiled and said she'd been waiting on a night like this. Then I closed my eyes, I held her close. I hadn't felt this feeling since God only knows. Dancing all night long under the pale moonlight. Tomorrow felt so far away. Maybe tonight I can make her my girl. I can make her my girl. Go right into the bridge, huh? I knew the day we met we were meant to be. 1 year later, and I'm down on my knees. Then I closed my, losing it, and I held her close. I hadn't felt this feeling since God only knows. Dancing all night long with the love of my life. Tomorrow felt so far away. Baby, tonight I can make her my girl.
Sugar sweet lips, long nails dancing off on
I can make her my girl.
Says I do. Preacher said I
can make her my girl.
Tight, hold her close, never ever gonna let
I can make her my girl.
Jesse Wilson.
Lee Klett, everybody. Good job, buddy. Woo.
Again, Lee Klett joining Jesse Wilson here on our Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barn Wired. Coming up next Friday, we've got Cody Vandermolen going to be our guest on next Friday's show. And yeah, we're booked up for quite a ways out. So we're going to have a fun spring and summer each Friday here at Barn Wired. Let's take another minute and a half break for you on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be back. We'll do some 5 random questions. We'll get another song out of Jesse with the Iowa Music Showcase live at Barn Wired in Sigourney, Iowa. Yeah. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental.
Iowa Edelweiss wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a great wine for spring. It's a fruity, semi-sweet white wine that offers orange, pear, and pineapple hints on both the nose and palate. It's great served chilled and simply sipped, and it enhances spicy Asian stir fry or a traditional family dinner of glazed ham studded with pineapple. Tassel Ridge Iowa Edelweiss is available at many of our 350 retailers in Iowa. Look for the tall blue bottle with an image of a wine glass on the label.
We're back? We're back. Hey, we are back live here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Steve Shuttler Media. We're hanging out at Barn Wired with Jesse Wilson. You guys enjoying Jesse so far today? All right, so it's that time of the interview for 5 random questions. I don't remember. Do you like this part or do you stress about it?
No, I don't like this part.
Well, here we go. Let's take the deep dive into it. 5 random questions. Let me see. I want to start off. We always do a question of the day on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. And the question of the day today that goes up at noon is, what was your favorite lunch at your elementary school cafeteria? Was there anything that you really liked?
Got to be pizza, right? The flat rectangle pizza, that had to be the one. Yeah, pizza.
And we always had really good cinnamon rolls here. At
Okay,
Sigourney,
chili
too.
and cinnamon rolls too. That was a good meal too. Yep.
All right, you're going with the pizza. Question 2: do you guys have pets at your house?
Yeah.
What kind of pets you got?
We have one cat.
One cat. What does your pet do? What does your pet cat do that most others don't? Does your cat do anything weird?
She's a diva.
She's a diva.
Diva.
In any certain ways? Can you explain it?
It's yeah. Don't touch me unless I come to you. Type deal. Yeah. She's just a straight diva. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, do you need another cat?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment, Steve.
I've got Poopy the cat back at the home studio.
It's a solid name. How'd you come up with that?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious why Poopy is named Poopy. Poopy's a good cat. Anyway. It's question 3. Have you ever been kicked out of anywhere?
Boy, yeah, I'm sure. Jeez.
Any good stories that you can think of?
No, I'm pretty boring right now. I have been kicked out of places before. I just can't think of anything.
Back in your wild days?
Yeah, nothing's jumping out at me worthy of talking about.
All right. Neil, have you ever been kicked out anywhere? Yes. No, oh, yes. Lee, have you ever been kicked out anywhere? Every day. Where are we at? Question 4?
4, yeah. Sorry about that.
You guys have kids at your house?
We do.
All right. Music that your kids have turned you on to?
My youngest, Ollie, he Forrest Frank. He's a Christian singer songwriter, and he's turned me on to him lately, and it's really good.
What's
stuff.
the name again?
Forrest Frank.
Forrest Frank.
Yep.
Is that a rapper? Or
he kind of does.
He kind of sounds like Forrest Frank, yo.
He does pop and a little hip hop in there. Yeah,
Okay.
check him out.
Forrest Frank. And then question 5. Let's see. Are you a car guy? Do you really care about cars all that much?
Yeah, I like cars.
All right. If you could afford any car,
Okay.
what car would you buy?
Well, I'd either get a nice big old new Duramax Chevy quad cab, or I'd go old school and get like a Cadillac from the 70s, a convertible or something from the 70s or 60s.
Would you do one of those ugly Teslas?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Only because I rode in Chris Anderson's, and he's like, "Hang on."
Chris Anderson has a Tesla?
He does, and that son of a gun scoots.
That's
Scoots fast, yeah.
Well, Chris and I were emailing back and forth the other day, so I was talking to him about coming back on the show, so we'll have to have him drive his Tesla.
I mean, that thing just gripped, and it just cornered, and was gone. Here and gone. That was
Looks like a Terminator car.
Yeah, it was cool. Got my respect. I'll take one.
5 random questions. You survived. You did fantastic.
Sweating again.
I was hoping for a really good answer on the did you get kicked out of anywhere, but
just give me the questions beforehand next time.
No, that takes away from the fun of it.
It does.
Again, from all the way from Fort Dodge, Iowa today, we've got Jesse Wilson. Jesse, you've got a show in Western Iowa tonight? You're crisscrossing. You're going back and forth.
We're going clear across state to the train station in Alton, Iowa tonight. So I got about 5.5 hours from here to get there. So
you drove 3 hours from Fort Dodge to come to Sigourney, and now you're going back to Western Iowa. Another
just over 2 hours.
Like, how close is that to Nebraska? It sounds like you're getting close, or is it like more northwest?
It's close on the border, I think. Yeah, because it's just north of Lamar's a ways.
For those of us not familiar with where Lamar's is,
northwest
northwest
Iowa.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you zoom down, you're zooming back up.
Yep. Stop by and pick up Breezy on the way, and then we'll go check it out.
All right.
Yep.
Any other gigs coming up here that you want to shout out to?
Saturday I'll be over at Wildcat Distillery in Webster City for their St. Patty's celebration. Right. So that'll be my first time playing there.
Which reminds me, coming up on Monday, Amanda reminded me to let you guys know watching that corned beef and cabbage coming up on Monday. Anybody like the corned beef and cabbage here? Anybody Irish? Amanda loves corned beef and cabbage. Comments from the crowd today. Wow. All right, let's get our last song in for today, Jesse. Are you Irish at all, by the way?
No, I think I'm like Norwegian, Scandinavian, something like that. I don't know. Oh, Something like
You're a
that.
Viking.
Yeah, that checks out. I get that. Yeah, that checks out.
Grow the beard out. And
I think Lee's from over there too, it looks like.
bunch of Vikings here in attendance. One last song. What do you want to do for us today?
This is one I wrote with Doc Johnson, Liv McNair, Mike Bernard before Riders Round in Fort Dodge. It's called When We Was Parked. It's about finding that love, you know.
Okay, let's do it. Here one last time is Jesse Wilson on our Iowa Music Showcase.
If I could write a song about you, be a red, white, and blue dream come true. A long lane and some willow trees. You, the kids, and the dog and me. First time that I saw your face was a blue light with a neon haze. Young love in a dive bar. Who'd have thought we'd get this far? But then we watched that red sunset fade away. The back of my truck bed never felt so great. I couldn't picture life much better than this. I was all bowed up until that first kiss, covered in gravel dust. You was all polished up. We hit bars and set fire, let some rubber on the road, making a path to start a new home. You stole my heart way back then when we was parked. Oh yeah, when we was parked. It was tough starting out making rent, working overtime, barely making sense. Two kids with some big dreams. You can't hold us down, make a good team. Now we got new trucks in the yard, 3 kids living on that farm. Singer-song chicks coming through, waiting all day just to sit with you and watch that red sunset fade away. A back post deck view never felt so great. I couldn't picture life much better than this. I was all bowed up until that first kiss, covered in gravel dust. You was all polished up. We hit bars and set fire, let some rubber on the road, making a path to start a new home. You stole my heart way back then when we was parked. Oh yeah, when we was parked. And we watched the sunset fade away. I got her now. The back of my truck bed never felt so gray. It sure didn't. I couldn't picture life much better than this. I was all bowed up till that first kiss, covered in gravel dust. You was all polished up. We hit bars and set fire, let some rubber on the road, making a path to start a new home. You stole my heart way back then when we was parked. Oh yeah, when we was parked.
Jesse Wilson once again here on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Appreciate
Again,
you.
we're live at Barn Wired in Sigourney. Now, to score you some points at home, is there anybody at home special that you want to shout out to that helps you along in life and in your career?
Oh yeah, my Breezy. She helps me with everything day to day, from laundry, just keeping me fed and happy, and she's got a full-time job on top of it. So yeah, she's my number one. So thank you, Breezy.
Yeah, she's a good one. So yeah, appreciate her and appreciate you making the drive down today.
Anytime,
It's always a lot of fun. Always a good interview with Jesse Wilson. Again, next Friday we've got our Iowa Music Showcase with Cody Vandermolen. We'll be hanging out here from 11:30 to noon. And also tomorrow we'll have the sports section live here from Barn Wired. Again, it's something if you want to come in and hang out and watch the show live on Saturday mornings, you sure can. We go live at 8 a.m. We've got Trenton Hole from North Mahaska's shooting team. Him and some of his coaches. I think some of his teammates are going to be here. And Rihanna Utterback. I think everybody around here knows who Rihanna Utterback is, our 3-time state champion of girls wrestling for Sigourney Kyoto. So Rihanna going to be in, Trenton going to be in. So we've got a nice show tomorrow. So I think that just about does it. So again, Jesse, thank you. Neil for running the controls. Lee Klett for hanging out and helping out with the show. So, and thank you guys for being here. Always appreciate seeing your faces. Thanks for tuning in here on Facebook and YouTube. And again, if you want to listen to the show, you've got plenty of road time today.
I do.
Maybe you'll want to listen back on a podcast form. Just look up Steve Shetler Media wherever you get your podcasts. We put up the sports section, Iowa Music Showcase, and just another morning show on podcast form. All right, that'll do it for this week. We'll see you guys next Friday here at Barn Wired.